Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our monthly appreciation and ancestors service. We are here today to express our gratitude to God and Meishu Sama for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask permission to serve the divine plan for this coming month. Let us begin our monthly service with the presentation of offerings to God. Please pray along silently while we have the opening prayer to God.
Great God of light, with our deepest respect, we have gathered here at the Miroku Association to celebrate our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We humbly offer you our prayers of praise and appreciation for the protection, help, and countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask for permission, guidance, and inspiration to serve in your divine work of the construction of paradise on earth. Please accept the materialization of our gratitude through our in-person and online presence, our monetary offerings, and by our guiding relatives and friends. Please give us strength and wisdom to practice this year's guidelines in our everyday life. Based on the sacred teachings and pragmatism of Meishu Sama, let us engage in our practices of faith by intensifying our dedication through Jorei, through donations of gratitude, by our guiding and training individuals capable of overcoming purifications, and by living in accordance with the daylight age. May we receive greater light and spiritual strength to realize Meishu Sama's ideals in our hearts, our homes, and our communities, so that we become effective instruments of your divine light, bringing happiness to everyone around us. May the new age of happiness and everlasting peace, where love, goodwill, and understanding prevail, soon become a reality.
Let us take this moment to pray along silently for the departed souls of all ancestors while specifically honoring the ancestors of members of our Moroku Association who have been enshrined at the sacred grounds, the anniversary of their passing being in the month of November.
Today we honor the souls of Miriam Cadar de Oliveira, Silvio de Queiroz Varela, Pasquale Carlisi, Domenica Messina Carlisi, Maria Aparecida Marques Puente, Mercedes Fernandes, Teresa Macias, Shosuke Yamaguchi, Harold Bush, Ian Watkins, Hiroaki Suzuki, Masaichi Suzuki, J.T. Teens, Inocêncio Francisco, Adelina Maria Lourenço Galo, Ubaldo Lopes, Alexandre Rodrigues Leão, Darcy de Marti, Débora de Marti, Eures de Marti, Harriet Lipson, Lahel Marques Popel, Miguel Ribeiro de Santana, Noêmia Paula de Matos, Edith Rosa de Moraes, Silvan Livy, Kathy Velasquez Verano, Jorge Cecílio Sotomayor Concha, Paulo Escobar, Claudete Amorim Barreto, Maria Isabel Alves Marques, Senha Inaga, Takeo Inaga, Fusa Inaga, Leroy Eric, Rosalind Will, Emil Skolesberg, Romeu da Cruz Pires, Bernardina Maria de Jesus, João Lopes Valente, Plínio Afonso Negrão, Manuel Serafino Gonçalves Pereira, Kimio Motoca, Ana do Carlos Pereira, Angelina de Mico, Abraham Simão, Roberto do Vale Fernandes, Joseph Michael Van Gilson, Hidemaru Oda, Kenichiro Totoki, Miriam Cadar de Oliveira, Charles Wilson Hardgrave, Cristina Piscinini Machado, Ina Del Props, Joe Cipollina, Felipe Hugo Gargioli Pinto, Milton Correa de Castilho, Maria das Graças Gregório Cabral, Milton Lúcio Cândido, Elza Clemente Cândido, Chisako Lloyd, Vatua David, Elza Esperança David, Augusto Manuel Gonçalves Cipriano, Lutero Gonçalves Cipriano Lourenço, Josefa Gonçalves Cipriano Lourenço, Maiamona Mauit Simão, Francisca Pereira da Mota e Silva, Mary Granty Campbell, Marta José Maia, Luiz José da Silva, Etelvina Lopes de Carvalho, Roberto do Vale Fernandes. Thank you.
Please stand and join us for the Umantu Nunito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Moroku prayer and prayer for ancestors.
Ama arani kamsumari masu.
Kamurogi kamurogi no nigoto mochike sumeni oya kamuri sana hino nigoto tsugushi no himuka no tachi hana no odono haragi haragi misoki harai tamo Toki ni nari maseru, アライドの神たちもろもろのまごとすみけがれを洗いたまえ清めたまえとまおすことのよしをあます神くにす神やおよろずの神たちともに雨のふちこまの耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒おみ神守りたまえ先あえたまえ弥勒おみ神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえくんながらたまちあえませくんながらたまちあえませGreat God of light, creator and giver of all life,
in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. The radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving joy. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified, as we live your truth given to us by Meshu Sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives.
Great God of light,
Bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
prayer for ancestors. Great God of light,
Bless and protect the souls of our loved ones, whose journey here on earth is over. And as they continue on, great God, encircled in your light, may they be raised to ever finer and higher states of true eternal bliss. Great God of light, bless and protect us all. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
Please be seated. We will now receive group joy. The way is now concluded. Let us listen to one of Meshuggah's teachers. A way to live. Those who guide others with kindness, love, and impartiality, no matter who they may be, act in accordance with God's will. To deceive others is the same as stealing their rightful possessions. As such, all such acts are betrayals. Become one who can bear any hardship or misunderstanding with a smile, as though it were nothing. God trains and disciplines those who have some great mission to accomplish by giving them many lessons to learn, many difficult problems to overcome. Of them all, I think the hardest lesson for anyone to learn is the controlling of indignation at some wrong committed against oneself. An individual should realize that the more he or she experiences things that must be borne in silence, the greater the mission in life must be. When you reach the point where you can bear any injustice or humiliation calmly without giving way to anger, you have passed the first stage in your spiritual training, the learning of self-control. Remember that God trains all those he has specially chosen through trials. So whatever irritates or offends you is his way of molding your character. This is the attitude of one who trusts in God. We will now have the Ohikari Sacred Focal Point presentation to Rocio Velasquez. Vice President of Moroku Association, Reverend Wilson Conjure.
Good morning. Bom dia. Good afternoon. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Ohayou gozaimasu. Sawadee ka. I would just say also in Thailand. Any other? No, let's stop for you. Congratulations for today, today is a special service where we pray not just for appreciation, but also for our ancestors. You heard today the name of many, many ancestors that passed away during the month of November. And many of these ancestors are connected with you. So we pray for them today. Those ancestors are also being prayed at the sacred grounds, a very special place where we pray for our ancestors at the sacred grounds in Japan and also at the sacred grounds in Guarapiranga, São Paulo, Brazil. So we do have those special places where we pray for our ancestors. But here we honor them by praying together. So we congratulate you for this day that you have the chance to pray for your ancestors. And we have to continue to pray for them. The reason why we are here is because of our ancestors. They worked very hard. They did so many things so that now we are here. And we will continue our mission, their legacy, together, praying for them. Our mission is to share the light with others. So that's why we who channel the divine light helping others, we receive the Ohikari. Yeah? And today, congratulations, Mr. Velasquez, for the Ohikari you received. So you have the opportunity to change and to share the light, to give joy to someone. As you know, I always like to remember people how we do Jorei. I always tell them, always remember to ask permission by putting your hands together, asking God and Meishu-sama permission to be an instrument, to be used so that we can channel Jorei. So yes, permission to God and Meishu-sama to channel Jorei. And I begin helping someone, giving Jorei to someone. I know it is not my light, my energy, but I know it comes from God in helping someone. So this is what we do now. We all have this mission to share with others. So that's why I have a huge appreciation in my life for someone divine, very special, which is Meishu-sama. Meishu-sama's birthday is coming soon, and we will all celebrate and appreciate so many things he did for us in our lives. It was so wonderful to meet Meishu-sama, me and my family. My wife here today also met Meishu-sama a long time. Actually, she met Meishu-sama before I did. I think a year before. It was a long time ago. And we all enjoy this. But one thing that I enjoy most is visiting the sacred grounds, is visiting all the places where Meishu-sama created. We just had a pilgrimage, a group of people that went to the sacred ground all the way to Japan to step on where Meishu-sama stepped, to see what Meishu-sama built, the museums and all that. And I would like to, I know she was caught in a surprise. I said, you must share with people what was the experience you had by being there where Meishu-sama was born and where Meishu-sama built everything, why we have Jorei today. So I'd like to invite Delva to come and share with us how was your trip to Japan.
Thank you, Reverend. Hello, everyone. So yeah, this was my first time in Japan Sacred Grounds. I'm Brazilian, so I visited Guarapiranga Sacred Grounds many times. Actually, the first time that I ever got in contact with the church was in the sacred grounds of Guarapiranga. So this was 10 years in the making until I was able to go to Japan Sacred Ground. So when I got there, I felt many emotions, but I think what was most beautiful is I felt Meshsama's love on every single thing, every building, every construction, and in so many moments too. And one of the moments I want to highlight to everybody is during the service day, we were all just waiting for the service to start, and Reverend Marco was just passing by, and he was like, "Oh, anybody wants to go and see the calligraphies?" And it was just me and Dave, my husband, that were there. And both of us was like, "Yeah, sure." And then we went and to sort of like a separate room. It wasn't like very obvious. And we were able to see all of these calligraphies, and it was so amazing. And just seeing each sacred ground that Meshsama built, it was like, oh, I finally understand Meshsama now. It was just so special. And then just to finalize, I wanted to share something that Reverend shared with us over there. He said there's two ways basically to introduce people to Jure. One way is intellectually, right, where you talk to them about all of the, Meshsama's philosophy, all of the things. So that's one way, and people may or may not become members too. And another way is just by sharing Jure. And Jure will be that transformation, and then people from there will naturally gravitate towards wanting to receive the Hikari and, start their journey. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Delva, very much. And I'll invite you next year. I may go too, but I invite you for next year. Let's go to Japan. Let's go to the sacred grounds. Not just as a tourist. It's going to be a nice pilgrimage. Okay? So I would like to also share with you, before I share also about the teachings today, it was very important to hear how it is necessary for all of us to develop our faith. And Meshsama says the principle of faith, the most important things in our faith is there are three things. One is we have to control our ego, okay? Control our ego. So sometimes we have just to leave it up to God. So control our ego, yeah? Always be positive. This is another point. Try to be as much as you can positive in any situation, okay? And do not lie. Try to be honest as much as you can with yourself and with others, okay? Also, there is a poem of Meshsama going back to our ancestors. That's why we are here, our ancestors. Meshsama says in this poem, in the spiritual body, in the physical body, spiritual progress is limited. In the spiritual realm, there are no limits to one's growth. Because of your service to God in the spiritual realm, you have risen and will continue to rise to ever higher and higher planes. The human soul is priceless, repeating birth and death over and over again, growing and expanding throughout eternity. So this is what Meshsama shared, a poem Meshsama shared for our ancestors. Now, since Meshsama's birthday is coming soon, I'd like to share briefly about Meshsama, about all the work he did. So many of us will be reminded why we are here. So about Meshsama. It was December 23rd, 1882, in Asakusa, Tokyo. Meshsama was born, and he passed away on February 10th, 1955 in Atami, Japan. In the 1920s, he began receiving various revelations from God. And then Meshsama, on June 15, 1931, Meshsama climbed the Mount Nokogiri east of Tokyo, and he received a major revelation regarding the transition in the spiritual realm from the age of night to the daylight age. Misama climbed the Mount Nokogiri, and I believe your pilgrimage group, you went to the Mount Nokogiri too, you did? Mount Nokogiri, where he received the revelation. And based upon this revelation on January 1st, 1935, Meishu Sama initiates our spiritual movement, which is known in Japan as Sekai Kyusei Kyo. It's a spiritual group to help the entire world. Since then, it has spread to all corners of the planet, and millions of men and women look up to him as their teachers. So, many countries you go, you will always find a Jorei center like this one, where people share Jorei. In the United States, there are several groups, including Miroku Association, which practice and promote Meishu Sama's teachings. And the purpose of this spiritual movement is the establishment of paradise on earth, an ideal world of happiness where truth, virtue, and beauty will be manifested. And all human miseries, including disease, poverty, and conflict, will be eradicated. It is a crystal clear world in which no wrong deed or impurity can be hidden. The most important of our activity is the practice of Jorei. Jorei is a Japanese word meaning to purify the spirit. Jorei is the means of accessing and transmitting divine light to purify one's spiritual body. Meishu Sama says to all of us, as well as our communities and the entire world, needs to be purified. We all need to be purified to eliminate accumulated spiritual clouds and raise our spiritual level so that we can survive the coming transition from the age of darkness to the daylight age. And in addition, Meishu Sama promoted nature farming. It's a method of raising crops and vegetables without the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides in order to maintain good health and to protect our environment. Meishu Sama also said that art and beauty, they were indispensable to our spiritual evolvement, and all forms of art will be highly regarded and practiced by everybody in paradise on earth. And as prototypes of this earth's paradise, Meishu Sama built, as you just heard from Delva, he built 3 sacred grounds in Japan, Atami, Hakone, and Kyoto. And now we have another one in Garapiranga. So, and also one in Thailand, Saraburi. So they are places of great beauty and artistry, and include the landscaped gardens, halls of worship, and acclaimed art museums. To further encourage the appreciation of art and beauty, classes in flower arranging, for which Meishu Sama himself was renowned. Yes, we do have Ikebana classes, flower arrangers, like you see this beautiful flower arranging in the altar right here. And all over the Jorei Center, you can see flowers even hanging over there. So that style of Ikebana flower arranging, Meishu Sama promoted them. And we do have even classes of flower arranging. They are regularly held in Jorei centers throughout the world. And for those who wish to learn more about Meishu Sama's approach to a healthier, happier, and more harmonious life in the age of light, we are now entering, and who desire to dedicate themselves in service to God and humanity, it's important for you to read the teachings of Meishu Sama. Read the teachings. Meishu Sama wrote thousands of pages and hundreds of books so that you can read and learn more about the philosophy. By reading these teachings, repeatedly absorbing and meditating upon these truths, a deeper spiritual meaning will be established. So I recommend you to buy a book. There's a book called Fragments from the Teachings of Meixo Sama. Buy this book. You can buy here at the Miroku shop with my wife Simone. She takes care of that Miroku shop we have there. So you can buy that book, or also you can take time to appreciate some new Meixo Sama's calligraphies that we have. Meixo Sama's writings, like those are originals, very rare. But those over there are copies, but very important, with beautiful, important meanings. So you can also find them at the Miroku shop. And also many other important things that may be useful to you in your mission. So you can talk to Simone after the service. So today, I have a special request for you. Let's get together and celebrate Meixo Sama's birthday. I would like you to come for this beautiful celebration. It's kind of a party for us. So come, make your special donation of appreciation. You may bring some food or snack to share with others on this day, okay? I'd like some churrasco, if you can bring up. That's a joke, don't bring churrasco, it's okay. Come bring some food, and so let's get together. This is Sunday, the 8th, okay, 11 a.m. Get together, the service starts. But the very good thing that will happen that day is that we will have Reverendo Rezende, Reverendo Marco Rezende from our church in Brazil. He will be here. He's a great reverend that many of you know him, so he will be here. And then after that, we will be, giving the certificate of participation in our lay leader training program. So at all levels, they will be joining together to receive their certificate on that day. So, but coming on Sunday, the 8th, 11 a.m., let's celebrate Meixo Sama's birthday. And on that day, you may bring a friend, those who would like to join you in this journey. And especially, you can bring a friend that you know, and you really wish they could also give you Jorei. They can also receive your Hikari and give you Jorei. Think about that, okay? So with this, I'd like to thank you very much for this today's service. Pray for our ancestors. Congratulations for the Ohikari, Mrs. Velasquez, thank you. And all of you, have a great day, and let's have Jorei, okay, after this. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This concludes our service today. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a blessed day.